of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I want to circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking fans. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. So let me know what you want to do. If you want to build on.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Jets. Just about set for football. Blake Grupe is ready to get us started.
And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers going to come out throwing. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You look at the Saints defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. To throw, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
26.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after here coming up. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Jets at 11-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At their own 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for.
And it's 2nd down.
Now you look at this Saints defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back north. Go to 50.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
That's good for a Jets. First down. Inside. Come on. At the 40-yard line. 26. Flip again.
Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A quick throw here out to Brown. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Waddle with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Jets, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Rodgers now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To throw is Rodgers. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back north. Go to 50. Inside.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter as that's a 1st down.
Hey, 88.
21-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check 30. Hey, check 20. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Mike.
Here's Rodgers. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, 32 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the extra point try forthcoming.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big-time play there for New Orleans.
66 yards.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
You got me, baby.
Out of the gun, Fields. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
2nd and 7. Again, Fields. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he comes back with 1 complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Rodgers again now. Looking left side, and it's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Take 30. Hey, take 26.
Now it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a bit closer. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Good.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Under pressure, they got him again.
McDonald
has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Now Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
To throw is Fields.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're going to speed things up here.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now it's Fields. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Fields now to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You could get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's got room at the 30.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep downfield.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this this one home. It's a touchdown. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back to throw. Fields finds Gibbs on the check down.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Will McDonald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd down and 13. Fields.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And quickly, they get to the line.
First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Saints 41, Jets 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A loss of 6 yards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
A chance for Waddle on the return.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.J. Brown, 62 yards.
And the Saints stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
At the 39-yard line.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Jets. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Hard throw, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Fields throw caught by Olave.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, never mind, Monday. Hey.
Now Fields.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
62, Jets 25.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to come here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One final try now for Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for New Orleans,
they improved their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should have bet the man.